The interview has thrown up more questions than it actually answers. Mr. Karanjawala was, of course, talking purely from a legal point of view. Ishkan Bhandari is also there with us, who'll share his expertise. Advaita Kala, who's been commenting. Abhijit Iyer Mitra, who's been commenting on this case. Krishank is also there with us, BRS spokesperson. I've seen you pretty much the whole day on every channel possible. I think you've probably done more TV in one day today, thanks to Allu Arjun, than you've probably done in a long time, Mr. Mane. But Kamru Chaudhary, representing the Congress point of view. Mr. Chaudhary, what's going on? Today is, the debate on the constitution of our country. Your leader holds up this red book that he keeps and passes judgment on everyone he thinks doesn't follow constitutionality. Here, if you go by what the High Court has said, constitution was pretty much murdered. High-handedness is the first word. I don't want to attribute any more adjectives, but this looks like a real case of overreach here. The man's human rights crumpled under the toe, or really the jackboot.
Rahul, I'm very pleased that you are standing up for an individual liberty out here. What about the merits of the case of Allu Arjun out here? I hope you carry out that same protest, same anguish and same anger for any other arrest that is being made in the country, which we feel is unjustified. In this particular case, not only one person was arrested, the Sandhya Theatre owner was also arrested along with Allu Arjun and one more person out here. You need to fix the responsibilities out here.
Though no, but hang on, just a minute. No, just a minute. Did the Sandhya Theatre people not write a letter to the police 48 hours in advance, naming the people who are coming as the big stars, saying very much? And the letter is there, I'll show it to you. There it is, it's on your screen, saying that, can you please do a bandobast, quote unquote, not my words, their words, provide the security because there will be a crush of fans. Please.
Listen.
But the police obviously didn't take their cue, sir. I mean, the police is supposed to do all of this. The people fulfill their obligations.
I believe, Rahul, if you permit me, I believe you have been following the court's, whatever discourses were going on in the court. And what was the court, the submission from the police side is the court? That the court, that the police, the Hyderabad police had told Allu Arjun that there might be a law and order situation out there and it's better that you do not avoid going to the theatre. We might not be able to manage the crowd out there. It's an honest submission by the court, in the court, by the Hyderabad police. Okay. So after that...
So tomorrow you will extend that. No, hang on. Westminster Chaudhary, tomorrow you will extend that to the Prime Minister. If the Prime Minister were to come or some other dignitary was to come, listen, please, you're on your own. If you show up, there'll be a crush of people who'll show up to, mob you, etc. We can't give you the security. You better stay at home. Why don't you just wash your hands off the state administration? Don't even supply traffic police on the road. Say, bhai, you're on your own. Actually, better if you don't come out of your homes.
No, that's not the case. It's a fixing of accountability question out here.
So here I'm asking you, the man has written a letter. The letter is there. He's written to the police begging them, saying, give me the security cover.
Rahul, you are asking question after question. Let me answer one by one.
Go ahead.
When there is already a written submission of the court that they had advised Allu Arjun not to visit the theatre as the crowd is unmanageable at this point in time. It's always an advisory to the
Can you show me that written? Can you show me the letter that went out to Allu Arjun?
In the tweet link of Live Law, you can see it.
Okay, what does it say? What does it say?
It says we had advised the council of the Hyderabad police has informed the court that the police had already asked the actor not to visit.
No, I'm asking you, can you show me, the police can make, all respect to them, can make any claim. Let me bring in Mr. Mane. Mr. Mane.
Just one more point. Let me put another dimension to this debate if you agree. You see, here 1-2 persons have been killed. A very unfortunate deaths out here which should not have happened. The Hyderabad police, our own chief minister has said that I am not getting involved in it. Let the law take its own course.
Okay.
But you say in Hathras, a Hindu Baba, Bhole Baba, in his own satsang, there were 121 people killed. And you see the UP police has not even named Bhole Baba.
Okay, let me forget that, Mr. Chaudhary. Forget that. That's a separate case. If you have a problem, go to court. I'm talking about what the court has said today. The High Court itself, after examining all the facts that you are producing here before me, has given the man interim bail and said that prima facie, the man doesn't attract the charges that you're slapping on him. So let me bring in the BRS. Let's bring in the opposition. Then let me open this up. Abhijit Iyer Mitra is there also, and I want him to come in. Advaita Kala is there with us. Ishkaran Bhandari, another lawyer, is there with us. So, Mr. Mane, yes.
Well, Rahul, because being in Telangana, it's an advantage to know the ground reality and the facts of the case. Well, number one, Congress friend or the analyst who has spoken earlier to me has said only half of the facts. Well, when Honorable Judge asked in the court, this permission letter, which the event organizers, with clearly mentioning that Allu Arjun, the actress, and other members of the unit would be participating, with the show timings also has been mentioned. And then, as claimed in the court also, that the permission was rejected, Honorable Judge asked, are there any documents to be shown that the permission was rejected? Those were not produced. There was nothing such. That's the point that we all want to see today, that if there was any rejection of the permission, please show it out, number one. Number two, this incident happened on the 4th of December, and 5th December, FIR was done, and Allu Arjun name also appeared in the FIR on 5th. Then why did it take 8 long days? Why did you choose a weekend, a long weekend where there's a holiday on a Saturday and Sunday, that you barge into his residence, to his bedroom, and pick him up, arrest him? And it is well planned. Mind you, it is well planned because it's not for any investigation. Straight, he was taken to the hospital to produce him and then to the magistrate. The intention was to keep in jail. Number one, Chief Minister today morning first says that the law will take its due course. Number one, that means you know about it. Then again, afternoon, when the national media in Delhi asks him to speak about this, he says, I do not know about this. I'll find out and talk. Number two. Number three, I've just now seen a half an hour ago in another English national channel in a conclave where Chief Minister was participating. He says that Allu Arjun is an actor who's making money. He is not someone who's fighting on the border of India and Pakistan. So the intention here is definitely malified. Political also, why we will say is, there is one thing which national audience also should know. After the success meet of this movie Pushpa, where Mr. Allu Arjun was acknowledging and thanking different media institutions, the film fraternity, and Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh and Chief Minister of Telangana, he forgot to name the Chief Minister of Telangana, Mr. Revanth Reddy. This became a very viral video in Telangana and Andhra Pradesh.
So vendetta.
Where
are you suggesting vendetta?
Absolutely.
Okay, one second. Just hold your thoughts. Now, viewers, let me bring in Abhijit Iyer Mitra, who keeps his ear very close to the political grapevine. Now, Mr. Mitra, this is an astounding declaration being made by Mr. Mane here, saying that there could be an element of vendetta. I know, I saw that clip actually, came out, and he sort of omits the name. Are we to believe that Revanth Reddy was so piqued by this omission that he said, let me make an example of this man, let me bring him down a peg or two? I mean, do you think that could have been possible, Mr. Mitra, or these are just, conspiracy theories and so forth? I think you're on mute. Yeah, you might be on mute. Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, very clearly, yes.
So, after what Kamru said, I went to the live law tweets.
Okay.
After reading those tweets, I am convinced that Krishnank Mane is 100% right. This is such a travesty. Look at this. The council and Allu Arjun weren't even served the instructions. They have no instructions with them from the police. Who in the police spoke to whom to stop them to come? Police are claiming this. Both the council and Allu Arjun are claiming there are no such instructions. You can't request someone and then arrest them based on a request. You have to actually serve them with a cease and desist kind of a notice to say you may not come inside. Second, what is even worse is the council is now claiming that the police were the ones that were pushing people. Allu Arjun wasn't even in the same floor where the stampede took place. The police were pushing the people. The police were also completely enamored of his stardom and wanted to take photos and autographs with Allu Arjun. It's all right there on the live law site, the same live law site that Kamru just cited.
No, so are you saying Kamru Chaudhary is looking at this site with a jaundiced eye, selective vision? What are you saying?
His vision is very good. He's quoting selectively what he wants.
Oh.
No. I never
But
said
he does
that
that very
Allu
often.
Arjun's arrest is justified out here. I never said that.
Oh, now you're
there is-
saying that
I
it
said
wasn't
there-
justified. But you were
No,
comparing
not
this
that.
gentleman's case to the Babaji in Hathras,
That's
where
the
Rahul
point.
Gandhi went. Huh?
That's the point. The entire BJP cabal or the right-wing cabal are here opposing Allu Arjun's arrest out here. Fine. I also say he should not have been arrested. But what about the Babaji?
But he
who
was, sir.
not-
He would have been
who was
put behind bars for
responsible
14 days.
121 people.
Listen to the
There is
incoherence.
not even a
Rahul, I
mention
haven't
of that
finished yet.
Babaji
Can
in
I
the
finish my
FIR.
Okay,
argument?
one at a time.
Why was the
Can I finish,
Morbi,
please?
Morbi Jayesh Thakur,
Okay, one
Jayesh
sec-
Patel,
Yeah.
why was he not even charged? Why was he garlanded after
Okay.
he came out?
One second,
So
sir. I
this
can't
is the
stop
mindset
whether
where
it is
it
right,
suits,
whether it is
we'll
wrong. I can't
criticize.
stop people
Where it
from doing what
doesn't
they have
suit,
to do.
we'll not
I mean, we are
criticize.
still living in an open society. If people are warped enough to put garlands around people's necks, that's their problem. Even
No,
if
the
they,
point
if
is
even
the
those
problem-
people are deemed
Problem,
guilty or
Rahul,
accused,
is
etc. No,
very
one second.
selectively
No.
You will criticize and very
No. I
selectively
think
you will
here,
accept.
you know, I'm sure there is an element, and I'll bring in Advaita Kala in 30 seconds, a bit of showboating. That look, you know, I am the lawgiver. I am Solon, no less. And you dare muck around in my state, and I'll put you behind bars. I think there's a bit of showboating. Yes, Abhijit Mitra, what do you think?
So, you know, this is the sheer inconsistency in this argument out here. We are saying, even in Morbi, we said, how can you arrest the Baba? It is the police who are responsible, and it is the organizers who have to fill in certain forms. You know, every time you organize a large event,
Yeah.
the venue or the organizer has to fill in certain forms. The police come and check everything, and then the permission is given based on that. Now, if the police have failed in their duty, who is to be prosecuted? It's the police there, it's the police here. The argument of all the BJP, so what he claims are BJP supporters is the same. You can't arrest the Baba out there, you can't arrest Allu Arjun out here.
Okay.
Even the theater owner, the event owner in this case, he had submitted all the documents. The police accepted all those documents. And they failed in their bandobast. Far from it. It seems that they are the ones who triggered the stampede.
Well, I don't know about that, but certainly they failed, Advaita Kala. And let me bring in Ishkaran Bhandari. I'm being told today, and I'm quite surprised that Ishkaran Bhandari believes that the man deserves it. He should have been actually put in. That's what I was told by my guest editors. That so I was quite stunned. Because that's why I got you here, so we can have a balanced debate and someone can at least stand in Mr. Chaudhary's corner. But I saw you nodding left to right, so I realized that maybe you've changed your point of view. Anyhow, or maybe. One second.
No,
let me just,
no, I
okay.
never had that.
Okay,
Rahul,
let me bring in Advaita Kala first
May I
because
speak?
I really liked what she said. Yeah, 1 second.
Rahul,
30
the
seconds.
minute
One second, Ishkaran. Let me just bring in Advaita Kala because I liked what she said. I think it
but
was on
your
social
guest
media.
misunderstood my tweets
Okay,
then.
fair enough. 1 second. Advaita Kala, yes. What do you make of this? Let's get into it all. The politics, the intrigue. I'm told that Allu Arjun, his clan is very close to politician Pawan Kalyan, who's the deputy chief minister of Andhra. There are all sorts of other elements to this story. It's like a pot boiler on its own.
I really don't get it. Rahul, it's quite amusing. And Kamru Sahab might get annoyed with me, but that's a risk I'll take. But when Priyanka Gandhi Vadra is making a maiden speech in Parliament, the Telangana minister, chief minister, who I must say looks like Prabhu Deva, goes ahead and arrests the superstar. So everybody now is talking about Allu Arjun. Nobody's talking about the big maiden speech, which had a lot of errors anyway. So maybe it's a blessing in disguise. But, I found it really suspicious from the word go. If you see how Revanth Reddy has been behaving, he's put K. Kavita under house arrest. In Delhi, they were protesting about Adani and Modi bhai bhai. But when BRS MLAs wore the same shirt saying Revanth Reddy, Adani bhai bhai, they they arrested them and stopped them. So he's been on this arrest spree. right? And he felt that going after Allu Arjun, 8 days, the FIR was filed the very next day, 8 days after this incident on a weekend, was going to get him some sort of big, law deliverer kind of persona in the eyes of the public. But what he's ended up with is, first of all, he's sabotaged the big debut of the national leadership. Secondly, he's managed to have the High Court immediately grant interim bail, because that's what happened for Shah Rukh Khan. That's really was the common sense approach to it all. Thirdly, the incompetence of the Telangana police is on display for everybody, because when the ACP himself gives a stamp and says, yes, this has been received, the request for bandobast, then you have nowhere to hide.
Yes.
So I think today is a very embarrassing day for the chief minister. And it seems really vindictive and petty that the cops have to go into his home, go straight up to his bedroom, wait there, not even allow him to change. He has to request them, can I finish my breakfast? Can I have my coffee? Can I change? For heaven's sake, this is not a terrorist. You're not doing a chapa. You're going in to arrest a guy who is a well-known personality, who's willing to go with you.
And he's been donating, he's been helping out with the injuries and taking care of the medical costs, etc. And he's also
Anywhere.
not that any
Not a
life,
flight risk,
not that
nothing.
any money can actually make up for a loss. So be very clear about that, viewers. But he's trying from his own end to assuage at least the suffering. He's trying in whatever way,
And,
right, wrong.
Rahul, this is not a black swan event, by the way.
no.
These stars go for these shows all the time. It's
No, but
very
in
regular.
Telangana, they must not go because the police
No, they
cannot
do.
handle it. They
No,
just
that-
can't handle the situation. They must all sit at home. Their movies can go wherever they have to. They can go to another state and promote their movies. Ishkan Bhandari, under the law, what is the problem here? Look, I mean, objectively, there is a difference, I believe, between what happened with the Baba and what happened with Allu Arjun. There's no comparison. The Baba had organized his own function. He should have got the permissions. He should have made sure that the police were known or, told, etc., informed. This is very different. He's invited to a theatre. He goes there. The theatre owners write to the police to say, big star is coming. There's going to be a bit of a crush. Do something about it, isn't it?
Yes. Rahul, as soon as the argument started, I tweeted on this that looking at what is being argued in the High Court, it seems an absolutely flimsy case to invoke Section 105. So what is the real reason he's been arrested? This tweet was way before the bail order came because it did not make sense. You have to have two basic things, either intention to cause death to somebody or knowledge that what you are doing is so inherently dangerous. For example, supposing a theatre owner calls people, doesn't have a fire exit, you saw the Upar tragedy case, right? Doesn't have a fire exit, alters the seating arrangements, etc., etc. The owner of the building or the person organizing a function will be in a different capacity than somebody who's coming there. For example, if you are invited to a literature festival, you are giving a speech, but the organizer who's organizing it or the one who owns the building doesn't have fire safety norms. You and he are not in the same position at all. You are just going there to give a speech. You can't be held liable. So the bigger question which arises is, why was it done? Was it done to intimidate people, to keep them under control? Was it done because of some conspiracy theories which are floating on social media because there was a maiden speech with somebody? We do not know the answers to all this. But what happened in court is not ordinary because it's very rarely High Court after arrest gives an interim bail like this. You can count the cases on hand. And it only does it when it's convinced that there was absolutely no ingredient which makes the offense available in what is in the FIR, which was the case here, and that is why High Court did it. Last point, it raises a larger question, Rahul. What happens when the police has such tremendous powers to arrest to a common man who is arrested and does not get his day so easily in the court? That is the problem, because police doesn't face any consequences of frivolous or illegal arrest, nor does the government face any such consequences, and that is what we need to worry about as a common citizen.
Yes. CM is also a common man. These days, that's become the favored appellation. Advaita Kala, do stay on with me for the next debate, because I like what you said about the great debut. So I want you to continue with us. I think Abhijit Iyer Mitra will also be there. It'll be interesting. But viewers, just before I wrap out of this and go to the other big story of the day, it's important to remember that the court came out and said that gentleman's role was not malafide. And if it is so obvious to the court Why wasn't it obvious to either the police or the chief minister that acted? Of course, you know, the 4th was a significant number of days ago, viewers. Today is Friday the 13th. Think about it, 9 days later. You wake up to this.